Hey, young historians, Mr. Moran here. Today we're going to be learning about the First Continental Congress and what was the shot that was heard around the world. But before we start, I'm going to go over these three basic ideas really fast. And the first one is the American colonists considered themselves British subjects or citizens, and they really felt they were not being treated fairly by their government. But it wasn't until 1776 that many more American colonists truly thought independence was an option. So just think about this time. Sometimes we like to think of them as Americans already. They're not really Americans, they're still British subjects. Okay. Number two, not all the American colonists supported independence from Great Britain. After Lexington and Concord, only about a third of the American colonists supported independence, and another third they really didn't care either way, and another third wanted to stay with Great Britain. And those that wanted to stay with Great Britain, they were known as Tories. And the last important idea is during this era, we make assumptions that the American colonists were upset because they were paying taxes. Well, they were upset about paying taxes, but it wasn't because they were opposed to all taxes. All the colonial governments, they had taxes, but the colonists had a say in how that tax money was spent and what they were being taxed on. But when Great Britain forced the colonists to pay taxes, the colonists felt they had no say in how that money should be spent. Hence, the colonists cried, "No taxation without representation." Then later, the British government passed what the colonists felt were illegal acts, such as the Coercive Acts, also known as the Intolerable Acts, which American colonists felt were unfair and illegal. So, going from some basic background information there to our assignments for today. So, today, what you will learn is what was historically important about the First Continental Congress, the Battle of Lexington and Concord. And then you're going to evaluate which of these three events were the most historically important. So, what you're going to do is you're going to watch some videos about the First Continental Congress, the Battle of Lexington and Concord, and then as you watch these videos, make some notes on some important historical information, such as where the events happen, the location, and the name of the event. When did it happen? The date, the month, the year. And if you can't get all three of them, at least get the month and the year. Be prepared to explain in one or two sentences which historical event happened at these places and or why these events were important. And then be prepared to pick which one of these events is the most historical and your justification for this. So after you're done viewing these, you're going to make some historical plaques or markers of any two of these three historical events. I don't care which two they are. Just pick any two from your choice of the three events. And then you're going to submit your two plaques once they're completed. And as always, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask your teacher for help or shoot me an email. We set up an appointment for office hours. And so the videos are down here. I have one for the Continental Congress, and then I have two for Lexington. The second video for Lexington is right here. The third video is right here. And this is more of a cool, dramatic version of events. I know the video is a little bit dark, but you can still see what's going on. And then the last one is video number 4, the Battle of Concord. Now, when you make your plaques, I've created a Google slide form for you, and I've given you some examples. This is a real life historical plaque that you can find in Breeds Hill, and notice each of the important elements I'm looking for. You have the location of the event, you have what happened at this location, and then you have the date. In this case, I have all three elements, right? The month, the day, and the year. And then there's a sentence or two that explains the significance of this event. And each of these are worth 2 points each. And then I have another example here. This is the one I made up for the Boston Massacre. And again, you have those 4 elements. And then I have created these 2 templates for you, and you can type your information right on here. And then there is a critical thinking question here. It says in the space below, answer the following question. Of the three historical events you learned about today, the First Continental Congress, the Battle of Lexington, and the Battle of Concord, which do you think was the most historical important? And then please clearly answer this question with supported details. So you can put your answer right in this box. And again, I don't care which one you pick, but give me a reason why. All right, so there you go, Wildcats. And yeah, good luck with this. And ask your teachers if you have any questions. Bye now.